Here we have our Nano charging station. We're going to use one of the USB-C ports. In fact, we're going to use the one meant for computers to charge our Nano brick here, but also to see what the temperature of this gets to when something is drawing power. So input right now, it says it'll be charged in about an hour and 27 minutes. I know I have it upside down, but short cable makes it easier that way. If we bring in my little reader here, it is showing that it is outputting 32.4 watts of power. So very close to what this can actually maximum take in. And we're gonna let that do its thing for 30 minutes, come back, give it a temperature test, and see how it's doing. Coming over to our Nano charger, just outputting 32 watts pretty consistently. Saw a high of about 97, all right, 102 back here, 103. Overall, it's not that terrible. No fire worries there or there. After outputting 32 watts for pretty much an hour, it has actually cooled down a little bit because it wasn't rapid charging anymore. So temperature-wise, not terrible at all. We're gonna do a speed and temperature test for the Nano charging station here. I'm going to use the one that is supposed to be for computers, and I'm using my Anker power brick here with the cable that came with it because it can allow up to 140 input, and this is completely dead, so it will try and draw the maximum that it can from this. And then over here I have my little meter letting me know how much power is coming in, but the screen here will also show me. So we are up to 67 watts, which is the capability of this. And if I flip that, you can see because of the conversion, it does lose a little bit, but it is demoing around 60, and this is showing 66.8. So it is pulling the maximum. What we're going to do is we're going to let this charge for about a half hour, and then we'll come back and test how warm this is. And if we come in here and start checking our temperatures, well, there you can see 124. I saw 125 real quick. Oh, there we go, 125 kind of out of focus there in that corner. 126 right there. It is getting warm and is a little warm to the touch, but it's not enough to really worry about. We're gonna flip this over just to see what the temperature on the back is. Yeah, about 120, yeah, 124 seems to be the max there. So all in all, not terrible for running this for 30 minutes. I'll let it go for a little longer. Power bank needs about another hour to charge, so I'll give it like 30 minutes and come back and see what it's like. After charging for an hour, again, maximum output, 67 watts. Come in here. Yeah, see now we're getting up to like 140. It's starting to get hotter, but it's still not terrible enough that's gonna cause an issue. If we flip it over to the back here, I can get that to focus. Ooh, 155 in the back. All right, so I do feel the table there. There is a little heat transfer. The nubs aren't quite high enough. As long as you don't have a flammable surface underneath, still be okay. This will be testing USB-C to USB-C output from the Anker station. And there we're seeing 37 watts. Now there is some conversion that's happening here because right there, it's doing 41 watts. But if I do this without the tool, with this high capacity cable, goes up to 40. Plus I have some testing earlier on that was showing it was about 67. If I use a USB-A to USB-C, do that in, give that a moment, showing 10 watts. And then over here, I'm getting 12. Granted, this battery is almost done charging, so we're not getting the views that we saw before when I was testing for the heat, but just wanted to put that in there. And just for a point of context, here's my meter showing 66, and this is showing 60. So there's a little conversion loss, but still good output.